Well, this is the last COVID-19 vlog I will be doing. I hope you've enjoyed them and appreciated them, and I thank you for those of you who watched them right through and left comments. I appreciated that. Anyway, this is the last one I'll be doing because we appear to have broken the back of it now. And I hope that all of you, no matter what country you're in, the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, anywhere else, I hope that you enjoy this one as much as you've enjoyed the others. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all in person very soon. Here's a little song called Cucurbits. I like peanut butter. It really piques my taste, but my friend thinks I'm a nutter because I call it peanut paste. I often use a different name, but that's just my way, especially when they're just the same. It's an area that's grey, like when I call it cantaloupe and he says it's rock melon. He thinks I'm such a dope and treats me like a felon. He likes to call it eggplant, but I say aubergine. It makes him really rave and rant, and I think he's really mean. He really is a meanie, as mean as you can get. He calls it a zucchini. Well, I say it's courgette. To me, it's all the same, no matter how he'll bleat, because a rose by any other name will always smell as sweet. I think that at this particular moment in history, the words of this song couldn't be more relevant. They're even more relevant than when Rob McEwen wrote them back in 1962, almost 60 years ago. COVID-19 may have caused a lot of human suffering, but Mother Nature, Gaia, God, call it what you like, is giving us a second chance, like Noah was given during the Great Flood. The title, Alle Ochsen free, in German means everyone also is free, and is used by American children playing hide and seek, much like the Australian kids say Barleys, or the little pommy kids say fein nights, to indicate a pause in the game. We should all use this pause in our world's history to assess where we are and where we really want to go. Time to let the rain fall without the help of man. Time to let the trees grow tall, now if they only can. Time to let our children live in a land that's free. Olly Olly, Olly Olly, oxen free. Time to blow the smoke away, look at the sky again. Time to let our friends know we'd like to begin again. Time to send a message across the land and sea. Olly Olly, Olly Olly, oxen free. Strong and weak, mild and meek, no more hide and seek. Time to see the fairness of a children's game. Time for men to stop and learn to do the same. Time to make our minds up if the world at last will be Olly Olly, Olly Olly, oxen free. Strong and weak, mild and meek, no more hide and seek. Time to let the rain fall without the help of man. Time to let the trees grow tall now if they only can. Time to let our children live in a land that's free. Olly Olly, Olly Olly, oxen free. Olly Olly, Olly Olly, oxen free. Olly Olly, Olly Olly, oxen free. A few weeks ago when Chu and I did that Easter Day performance for you, I did a tribute to the Kingston trio, and it started off with the poem, The Reverend Mr. Black. A number of people have asked me since whether they can do the full version of it. Well, here goes. Rolled easy in the saddle and was tall and lean. At first you thought nothing but a streak of mean could make a man look so downright strong. One look in his eyes and you knew you was wrong. He was a mountain of a man, and I want you to know he could preach hot hell in the freezing snow. He carried a Bible in a canvas sack. The folks just called him the Reverend Mr. Black. He looked like a beggar, but he rode like a king. Sometimes in the evening I could hear him sing. I gotta walk that lonesome valley. I gotta walk it by myself. Nobody else gonna walk it for me. I'm gonna walk it by myself. If ever I thought that man in black was scared or had any yellow on his back, I'd bring that notion up the day a lumberjack came in, and it wasn't to pray. He kicked open the meeting house door and he cussed everybody up and down the floor, and when things got kinda quiet in the place, he walked up and cussed in the preacher's face. He hit that reverend like the kick of a mule, and to my way of thinking it took a pure fool to turn the other cheek to that lumberjack. But that's what he did, the Reverend Mr. Black. He stood like a rock, a man among men, then he let that lumberjack hit him again. Then with a voice as kind as could be, he cut him down like a big old tree when he said, I gotta walk that lonesome valley. I gotta walk it by myself. Nobody else gonna walk it for me. I'm gonna walk it by myself. It's now many years since we've been apart, and I guess I learned his ways by heart. I still hear his sermons ring down in the valley where we used to sing. I've followed him, yes sir, and I don't regret it. I hope I'll always be a credit to his memory, 'cause I want you to understand, the Reverend Mr. Black was my old man. I gotta walk that lonesome valley. I gotta walk it by myself. Nobody else gonna walk it for me. I gotta walk it by myself. I gotta walk that lonesome valley. I'm gonna walk it by myself. Nobody else gonna walk it for me. I'm gonna walk it by myself.
It's called the Lizard Manifesto, and it's supposed to sound a bit like rap. If we stop for a while and smell the roses out to our mouths, into our noses, if we stop each day, so one supposes, and do it everywhere each of us goes, carefully avoiding sprinkler hoses, how slow we all would be. If we did it each day as we walked round the houses with very long socks and very short trousers, or tartan skirts and high-neck blouses, and all of the imagery that arouses, and took our sheep and pigs and cowses, if we went on tiptoe like shy little mouses, how quiet we all would be. If we did it in the evening and in the night, not trampling on anyone's human rights, not scaring anyone or giving them frights, while riding our bikes and flying our kites, if we did it all with all of our mights, how strong we all would be. If we did it each day of our lives, with our friends and with our wives, taking our spoons and forks and knives, and forgot all about our troubles and strifes, so as we said our last goodbyes, how dead we all would be.
Yo heave ho, yo heave ho. Once more, once again, still once more. As we walk down through the mulga, past the heron and the brolga. Aida, 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 Aida. Better put your trousers on, you look quite vulgar. Yo heave ho, yo heave ho. Once more, once again, still once more. As we walk along the pier, lousy vodka and tepid beer. Aida, 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 Aida. Compared with Vladivostok, it is bloody awful here. Yo heave ho, yo heave ho. Once more, once again, still once more. I think the kitchen staff, they all need shooting, because the food has too much gluten. Aida, 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 Aida. And the waitress looks like Vladimir Putin. Yo heave ho, yo heave ho. Once more, once again, still once more. We are made to feel inferior. If we are naughty, we get sent to Siberia. Aida, 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 Aida. Last night I got spanked on my posterior. Yo heave ho, yo heave ho, yo heave ho, yo heave ho, yo heave ho.
I wrote this limerick about 16 years ago. I was in Sir Charles Gardner Hospital and I was getting pretty bored of the television and the reading and that sort of thing. So I thought I'd write a different sort of limerick. So here goes. A poet from Elstonwick invented the short limerick. It should, he opined, be only 4-lined. But his brother, who lived in Paran, said, keep it as short as you can. Try just using 3. Their sister came down from Kooyong and said even that was too long. But their father, who lived in Toorak, was amazed that his kids were so slack. He said, cut the jive. It must always be 5. And the first, second and fifth line should rhyme, while the third and fourth should, but not necessarily, have a different rhyme and be shorter than the others. But the metre is the most important facet and shouldn't be overlooked.
Christians have their hymns and pages, have Nagilas for the Jews. Baptists have the Rock of Ages, atheists just sing the blues. Romantics play de la Luna, born again sing He is risen. No one ever wrote a tune for godless existentialism. Some folks sing a Bach cantata, Lutherans get Christmas trees. Atheist songs add up to nada, but they do have Sundays free. For atheists there's no good news, they'll never sing a song of faith. In their songs they have a rule, the he is always lowercase. Pentecostals sing to heaven, Gothics have the Book of Scrolls. Numerologists count to 7, atheists have rock and roll. For atheists there's no good news, they only have one golden rule. In their songs without exception, he is always minuscule. Catholics dress up for their mass, listen to Gregorian chants. Atheists, they take a pass, watch football in their underpants. For atheists, there's no exception, they'll never sing a song of faith. In their songs without exemption, he always has a little H.
Shannon Doll, otherwise known as Across the Wide Missouri, is a traditional American folk song of uncertain origin dating to the early 19th century. The song appears to have originated with Canadian and US voyagers or fur traders travelling down the Missouri River in canoes and has developed several different sets of lyrics. Some lyrics refer to the Oneida chief Shannon Doll and a canoe-going trader who wants to marry his daughter. By the mid-1800s, versions of the song had become a sea shanty heard or sung by sailors in various parts of the world. I think the version that I'm going to sing you now is one about the chief Shannon Doll, written by a Canadian fur trader who fell in love with his daughter.
Oh, Shannon Doll, I long to see you. Away, ye rolling river. Oh, Shannon Doll, I long to hear you. Away, we're bound to go across the wide Missouri. Missouri is a mighty water, away rolling river. Injuns camp on her other border. Away, we're bound to go across the wide Missouri. A white man loved an Indian maiden, away rolling river. With notions his canoe was laden. Away, we're bound to go across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shannon Doll, I love your daughter. Away, rolling river. Oh, Shannon Doll, I love your daughter. Away, we're bound to go across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shannon Doll, I'm bound to leave you. Away, rolling river. Oh, Shannon Doll, I'll not deceive you. Away, we're bound to go across the wide Missouri. 'Tis 7 long years since last I saw you. Away, rolling river, please wait for me, I must implore you. Away, we're bound to go across the wide Missouri.
This one's called Underneath the Table, and it's in the style of Ogden Nash or Shel Silverstein. Underneath the table on the old choir mat, he sat in quiet solitude, pulling whiskers from the cat. He sat there so sublimely that I wished that he were mine. He sang a gentle love refrain by Sheldon Silverstein. Well into the afternoon, he sat there like a blob, forking pies and sausages into his great big gob. As darkness gathered all around, he called out to his mum. With the quiet confidence of youth, he knew that she would come. And as he sat there singing, drinking sarsaparilla from a glass, I thought that he looked so serene. That useless little ass. This is a poem about how much I exaggerate. I do. It's called Parsnip. I grew a parsnip in my garden and it got so high I stood on tiptoe just to touch it. And I'm a 6-foot guy. Well, I'm not really, as you know. I'm only 5'8". I tell people I'm really taller. Just trying to kid you, mate. I'm really only 5'7". No, I'm 5'6". Or 5'5 3/4. I lie to get my kicks. Because when you're only 5'1", or barely reach 5 foot, even the parsnips don't respect you. And I couldn't give a hoot. Well, I'm sorry that's all you're going to get for now. It's probably all you deserve, and you're probably getting sick and tired of my ugly face and my dreadful old man's voice, my arthritic finger fumbling on the guitar or auto harp, and my rather tuneless renditions on the mouth organ. But then that's me. All of you who know me know that's what I'm like. I don't regard myself as being a great musician or a great songwriter or anything. I just like to have a lot of fun, and I hope that you've had a lot of fun along with me. Now, keep safe, all of you. I don't want to hear about any of you getting ill or getting crook over this business. No depression or anything. Or I'll come round there and sort you out. All right. Okay. Bye bye, all of you. Love you.